Welcome back to League of Puzzle Speedrunners, Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2025. Gary Open, Cards of the Heart back with you alongside FFR Pro 21 back again. We will be taking each other on in the other semifinal of this tournament after this match, but we've got one more semifinal FFR. It's the 2 seed Tayman and the 6 seed 6, and this is actually the second time that these players have come together in V-Hard combat. Do you recall how the first one went?
Yeah, back in 2021, these two players faced off in a V-Hard match, and it was Tayman winning that match 3-1.
That was interesting, because that was 6's second PPL tournament ever, and to take a game off the defending champion at that point was certainly quite a feat for someone who was relatively green to our scene. But a lot of things have happened since then, and I'm definitely interested to seeing how these two will react to V-Hard this time around. So let's get these two players ready on this Oops All V-Hard semifinal round in just a little bit. Alright, our players are getting ready to go. We are getting to hear some music this time around, which is very nice, because turning the music off actually makes each stage load faster, if that can be believed. So this is definitely a refreshing change.
Yeah, you do actually save about a half second each stage by just turning the music off, so it is literal free time save. But you know, the tunes in this game are actually very good. You know, soundtrack. A lot of people do like the soundtrack of this game. And we are underway.
Well, let's get into something that's not all that great. That's V-Hard as a speedrun. This is kind of a random level, like even compared to the hard category. This gets incredibly random, where individual stages could take multiple minutes if you let them, or if you're a Tayman sending a big attack early on, a relatively quick attack early on, you can win in 15 seconds. Or if you're like 6 here, you could be spending a lot more than that, like maybe a minute. The way this stage is trending, we can start to see players FFR start considering whether or not to reset a stage.
Yeah. Ooh, Tayman getting a 9-second Brock there. That was very nice. Yeah, hopefully, you know, in the first half you don't have to reset any stages, because it is the first half that kind of plays more like the latter half of hard mode, where you can get those quick stages. But once we start getting to the second half, that's where you kind of have to change it to more of an SR type strategy, where you can see, you know, stage resets and, you know, potentially much longer stages than what you would like.
Now you start to see the double 4 combo strategy become basically required to make a meaningful progression, and Tayman creating a lot of good distractions for Misty to eventually deal with her. And Sex has just been having a rough time of it with that 37 Brock. Now it's 6 more than a full stage behind, and Tayman is really just taking care of business, FFR.
Yeah, I mean, Tayman's got, 4 good stages in a row. I mean, just off to a really good start. This is what you love to see from from V Hard. Get those quick stages. Ooh, 6. Whoa, 6 almost got cleared on again. That was close.
Indeed it was.
Oh, did Tayman send enough?
Oh no. Oh,
Did Tayman send
row
enough?
1.
No!
Row 1! Tayman saw an Erica that went down to row 1. I can kind of sympathize with the uncooperative Erica. Actually, in my warm-up for my last match, it was an easy level, but Erica still threw a 5-chain on me in my warm-up, so I can definitely sympathize with someone being that uncooperative. Tayman has a settle for a 53 on that stage, allowing 6 to get to the stage at about the same time. Also remind me before game 2 to refresh the feeds, because here you can see that 6's stream, it was like 12 seconds into the future, now it's 7 seconds into the future, and they are both heavily delayed on my end, so we may not be getting the most up-to-date status on each player's race, so do definitely need to keep that in mind. And Koga needs to keep it in mind that we are trying to speedrun, so if you could just like not keep doing that to Tayman, like the rest of the opponents not do that, that'd be great. But 6 has used the opportunity to catch all the way back up with an 11-second Koga, and now the lead is down to like 8 seconds so far.
Yeah, and it could just happen just like that. Despite the fact 6 did have the greatest start, he is basically right back in the match. And now it's anyone's game.
Ooh. Oh, that is beautiful. Tayman definitely appreciating a strong set of pillars that Sabrina gave him. Wonderful.
Yes, I do like me some pillars myself. It is, one of the nice little, things that we're looking for from the AI to try to run them out of time and get through the stages quickly. Unfortunately, 6 is not going to have the quickest Sabrina in the world.
I was wondering how she had time to even get to that garbage clear, and 6 will be triggering. I believe that's his first reset of the run. And the way this is going, it may not be his last, I'm afraid. It is something that our players will have to try and consider throughout at least the second half of this V-Hard run. Is that about when you start considering resetting stages?
Yeah, it is generally the second half. I do like to play it more like the first half of S-Hard. You start thinking about, should I reset stages? Should I try to maybe, play it out? Start getting to those decisions that can, make or break a run or a match like this. Ooh, Tayman's gonna get a low laugh.
Got the follow-up down just in time to pin Tracy there, and that is definitely a worthwhile stage to get in the second half. Looks to be getting some extra encouragement from Sparkover, his girlfriend. So Tayman must be feeling really good about his play at the moment. Meanwhile, 6 still dealing with this Blaine. Blaine's just doing whatever he wants. He's gonna have the time to get color conflicted out of that garbage clear, but there's a blue stack that will prompt an immediate reset from 6 after that. Although Tayman did take a reset of his own on Rocket. I am finding myself trying to play this a little more like S-Hard, just adopt full S-Hard reset rules. And there's Rocket clearing things the wrong way, allowing for the low right combo trap to fall into place. Well done.
Yeah, that is basically what we are going for now in these later stages of V-Hard. Stick's finally getting out of the first half there, but he's a couple stages back. Kind of needs a little bit of help.
The second half V-Hard can certainly find ways to provide a lot of help. Tayman getting this follow-up down in time to prove to be a distraction to Giovanni to win in 18 seconds. Getting times under 20 seconds is actually incredibly hard to get in this second half. If you're able to average like 20-ish seconds per stage, you basically have a world record on your hands. I should know as a person who just took back the V-Hard record not too long ago, and we will see later if any of that grind will help me in the match coming up. But Tayman got his garbage leveled off by Richie. Richie doing some very mean things to keep himself alive. That's going to be a reset. I can't blame him.
Yeah, the double force strategy doesn't exactly work too well on a flat stack, or when they're even to each other. Looks like, well, 6 got a 20-second team rocket. That will certainly help out.
That part is very fortunate. Oh, that's a garbage clear, and okay, Richie might find a way to undo this mess. Richie is certainly exhausting a lot of his options, but he's not like Giovanni or Sabrina or Team Rocket. I'm not gonna try to line out every possible match from the transformed garbage, and Richie's just barely keeping his options alive.
Oh, not anymore.
Giovanni. But there we go. There we go. Sometimes the stages can turn on a dime just like that, and you never know. You kind of have to hold out a little bit of hope sometimes.
Yeah, it could be a tough call though, because sometimes you hold out for a minute and change and it doesn't work out. Oh, okay.
Giovanni not going to see enough of the second tier options, and there's a low right combo trap from Tayman. This is why we lead with the 2 4 combos before the ends of our chains, because that second 4 combo can prove to be critical in locking the trap in place. Tayman showing why it is such an effective tactic, and Tayman might be in a position to show us how effective a tactic that is in S-Hard. 6 needed one more line, and he knows it. He knows he was that close to getting that win. But with this patent pending 2-stage lead, Tayman is in an okay place right now, and Bruno is wasting all of his options to get out of this and will not. So The lead is Tayman's. It's about 3 stages. It's kind of hard to tell exactly where the lead is because there are some timer shenanigans afoot. Maybe I don't know if Six's stream is actually slowed down or something, because I swear at the start of this race, Tayman's speed was 12 seconds behind 6. Now it's like 8 seconds ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some Twitch shenanigans going on, but it's Twitch. What do you expect?
And that's Gary. That takes care of Gary, and it is Tayman with the chance to finish this first race in under 15 minutes. Not gonna lie, I was kind of worried about these V-Hard runs running incredibly long, making me wonder if this should have been reserved for the finals. But Tayman not having too many problems right now. It doesn't have enough for Mewtwo here, unfortunately, so considering a reset would take you back to the previous stage, Tayman might be here a while.
Yeah, V-Hard Mewtwo tends to not exactly be free. But, you know, Mewtwo is also not the fastest Mewtwo, so, you know, still a chance for Mewtwo to just run out of time just like that.
There it is. Tayman finishes off Mewtwo in 46 seconds. We'll finish off Game 1 of V-Hard in 14 minutes, 27 seconds. Good enough for Pokeball number 1. And as 6 gets second tiered by Lorelei, that is not a full tier above that combo block, and fortunately that trap still falls into place. Definitely a funny little setup there, but that will certainly take care of Lorelei for 6. And we'll give 6 a little more time to wrap this one up. But we do have a 5-minute mercy kill in our races, so 6 has another 4 minutes and change to finish the last 3 stages, or else we will have to cut them off and move on to the next game. But this end game really does require a lot of practice. Considering the disadvantage that 6 has on paper, kind of need all the help you can get, so probably best to go ahead and play this out until he sees that Tayman has finished and decides, nope, that's it, I'm done. So we'll count that as a 1927 DNF for our 6th seed. We'll go ahead and keep things moving by moving right to Game 2. Like we were just remarking before the match during the last break FFR that on our speedrun leaderboard that we have 5 people who have pulled off sub 12 V-Hard times, both of us included and Tayman included in that. But looking at the top 10, the top 20, it's kind of a scattered range. It's going from my 11-18 at the top to 15-11 in for 20th place right now.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to pull up the leaderboard here. Can't remember offhand. Yeah, you kind of get. It's almost like you get like, you know, little like pockets of people with like within like a certain time range, where like, you know, certain places have like quite big gaps. Like there's a big gap between 5th and 6th. Big gap between 13th and 14th. 17th and 18th. So it's kind of like, you know, you get like little like pockets of players within like a tight time range, and then all of a sudden you get like the next pocket of players.
We've got plenty of statisticians in our community. Tayman himself, one of them. Certainly, like, run the numbers and see what kind of distribution our times have, like what tiers of times that our players are getting. Okay, we are experiencing some live troubles with Tayman's feed. If there are too many more issues, I will go ahead and stop this race and restart it so we can be sure to see both players' gameplay. If it sorts itself out, definitely encourage our players to keep playing if there are technical difficulties. But we'll keep an eye on Tayman's feed and make sure that there are no further issues. Right now it is 6 off to the early edge. It's about 8 seconds in, or maybe it's 11, 12 seconds in 6's favor. I can't do the mental math right at the moment. But 6 has been keeping things relatively steady so far.
Yeah, actually it does seem like 6 getting off to a much better start than the last race. Yeah, the Misty probably wasn't the greatest, but I'm sure 6 is, you know, feeling a little bit better that he's, you know, stage further ahead a couple minutes in than last time, so probably feeling a little bit better about that.
With that Misty, Tayman was able to make up a lot of ground, and I think we can go ahead and call the match before the lucky 11-second that Tayman pulled off compared to 6's 21. We could have called it like neck and neck, or what was the thing I was trying to push? Like not neck and neck, because the Tetris community overuses that. I didn't want to copy them. I don't remember, and it's probably not worth revisiting. But right now, these Erica stages are not cooperating with either of our players. 6 needing a little bit extra to get Erica topped off, although he might be able to get these pillars to work. And the blues on the left were downstacked poorly enough that 6 will get this lead extended right back. And
yeah, this Erica, yeah, it's kind of popping off on Tayman here. This is going minute plus. 101. I mean, it's over a minute.
Yeah, those happen to literally everybody. But not much is happening to 6 at the moment. 6 is kind of moving a little bit through these last few stages. Has an opportunity to finish this first half in under 6 minutes, and that would definitely put him in a prime position to compete with the time that Tayman had in game 1.
For sure. And it looks like Arena is going to succumb to a low left side for 6. Very nice. So yeah, The pace for 6 is still moving.
Yeah, you saw on the right side of six of Sabrina's screen that she had yellow panels on column 6 that could have been arranged into a match that cleared the garbage, but because those panels were above a combo garbage block, and this seems to work specifically with just combo garbage and not like whole row garbage like you get from a chain or a 7 combo. Because of that incomplete garbage block, for whatever reason these opponents will only look underneath just that garbage block trying to deal with the incoming garbage. And it looks like 6 will be finishing this first half at about 6 minutes flat. So 6 definitely on a good pace to get back in this match. But the distraction, the distraction that low garbage block gives, as we've come to find out over the years, almost required to beat these late level opponents with any efficiency. There are definitely some there are definitely some interesting names that people have given to that kind of garbage block, but people definitely recognize how important that garbage block can be. And once again, there's a low right combo trap from 6 onto Tracy. So 6 definitely making use of the combos in this mid-game FFR.
Yeah, it's that double 4 strategy that's kind of what allows the not only the speedrun to even be viable for this game, but also having the times get pushed down to where it is right now for the higher difficulties over the years. If there was no such thing as a double 4 strategy, the VHAR and SHAR records would certainly not be anywhere near as low as they are right now.
I wonder if we should make that as a category. Just like no 4 combos, no 8 combos. It's like no we call it no 4 combo, but to also exclude the 8 combo, as it creates the same garbage block. I wonder if that would be interesting as a run.
Nope. But what's certainly interesting is that 6 is really keeping up the VHAR pace here. He's through 10 stages in about 8 minutes. Which is definitely moving along very nicely.
Now it is 6 with the patent pending 2-stage lead over our PPL 2020 champion. TaymanND's definitely shown his chops in VHARD over the years. Just watch the last 2 matches of the last major tournament. Like they were just both incredible watches, and the display that TaymanND was able to put on for how to play the video game were definitely a sight to behold, even if it was grief for the 2 of us to play against.
Yeah. There were some really good VHARDs that were put up in that last major tournament. I think we saw a couple of 12s even, which is definitely, moving pace for VHARD.
And it was a lot of purples for Giovanni to clear out. There's probably no real way for 6 to avoid that. Except now... No,
drop it,
6 got it down in time! Oh, that was close.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, the clutch
That could have
garbage.
gone so much longer if 6 had not been able to follow up with that extra attack in time. Oh, the timing of these attacks gets so critical at this level. 6, very fortunate that his timing works there. Okay, 6 goes to a 6 chain. And a little bit of an airwalk to get to the match that got the garbage clear. Like I personally, yeah, there's 6 saw the match that Richie was lining up off the garbage and took the opportunity to reset. You really do need to be adopting full-on S-hard reset strat rules once you get to this area of the run. I've been like trying to come to terms with that more and more. But even I'm like struggling to commit to that.
Yeah, well, it's kind of interesting now with, it's kind of a difference between like grinding for a V-hard wall record and like, trying to get a good time in a V-hard race. Like, pretty much to get the V-hard wall record, you really can't afford to like reset any stages. Even though the previous world record by Suga like lost a minute to Gary 2, you still can't really afford having to reset stages going for a V-hard world record. But in a race like this, you kind of have to adopt reset strategies, because later stages, the photos can play out for several minutes, and you really don't want to be sitting there for several minutes just hoping the AI is gonna run out of resources or run out of time.
It is that uncertainty that really makes these later level runs so interesting to play, even if some of our best players have some trouble finishing consistently in under 20 minutes. Just that random for everyone. So if you're struggling with these levels, everyone else is feeling it too. So don't feel too bad. Okay, I think Rocket had like a very timely swap to avoid a color conflict that allowed them to get out of that mess. Okay, alright. Well, TaymanND definitely seeing the worst of V-hard right now. Definitely getting a little bit of a struggle. I think this might be a low left. Trap is if 6 could get something else.
Yes.
Not in
Richie.
time.
Oh, Richie got
and
a
Richie's
ghost
gonna get
clear,
the flatness
which
and got. Oh no! It was right there. It was so close.
Yeah, if Richie didn't get that ghost clear from... Yeah, if Richie didn't get that ghost clear from raising the stack, he actually would have been combo trapped, but... No, just not meant to be. Oh! Oh, get it down, 6! Get it down! No, come on, Richie. Get down.
This is fine. This is definitely fine. And that's going with the reset from TaymanND. It is 6 off to a 3-stage lead with 4 stages to go. So 6 definitely in a dominating position. And it would be a great story for 6 to take home the first ever Pokemon Puzzle League Championship monthly, as he did for the first Tetris Attack monthly. But now I think TaymanND got a cooperative Rocket that will allow him to have a say in that. So TaymanND will be catching up a little bit, and Lorelei might have some problems here. Oh, no!
Ah.
Another one more line shortage. So, the uncertainty of this stage will continue. And there might be worlds where Lorelei messes this up, but it's going to take a long time to resolve. This is a not small garbage block that 6 sent over.
Well, 6 might want to play this out now. He does have another set of double 4s put down.
Okay, that should be no issue then.
Yeah, he's not going to need them.
Oof.
Yeah.
There we go.
Good decision there to play it out. You know, sometimes that decision can be tough. You know, do you play it out or do you reset?
Oh, Giovanni got a random match to allow him to downstack that attack from Tayman. Tayman definitely not pleased with how that one played out, and we'll try it again. 6. With this Bruno, that could be a low left.
Yeah, looking like it.
Okay, yep, those reds
Yeah.
did get matched in position. 6 will be moving on to the final 2 stages with what appears to be... Ooh, unless Giovanni messes up here, maybe?
Yes,
that combo's doing a lot of work.
Okay,
A lot of time getting wasted there, but it is enough. So,
Okay.
Tayman will not be completely lapped by 4 stages. It's still a 3-stage deficit, which is going to be a lot to try and overcome with 6 being down to his final 2 stages. Gary is doing a lot of work to try and waste everything he's got, though. Will this combo lock into place?
Oh, Gary,
if
don't
Gary's
see
able
the
to
yellows.
See the purples.
Don't see the yellows.
Oh, that was...
Oh,
there was some sus movement there from Gary, but he does run out of time, and it is 6 with the chance to get back into this match. Will we actually see a free Mewtwo? Six is continuing this chain into 7. Probably going to go up to at least 10 until Mewtwo does something. There's 11. There's 12. Gonna get to 13. Gonna create the maximum garbage block you can make in this game. And Mewtwo, maybe some pillars here will hold.
Pillars could
Certainly
work.
possible here.
Okay,
Will
one got
Mewtwo
cleared.
get to the blues on the right? No!
No.
Not in time. So 6 will be taking home Game 2 with a time of 18 minutes, 17 seconds. That is enough for his first Pokeball. Woof. That was certainly a change in events for both of our players. Tayman's decided he's not gonna continue that. Gonna take a DNF time of 23:17. But both players have managed to finish a run. FFR. So what do you think we're gonna see from this game 3?
Yeah, who knows now? Because, you know, the first game, Tayman was, you know, kind of getting the stages going his way. And then this last game, you know, 6 kind of got off to that good start and had more of the stages go his way. Whereas Tayman kind of got, you know, the worst of V-Hard and what can happen, so who knows? Maybe this game 3 will level things out, and maybe we get a rather close one to close out this match here.
We've been talking about how random VHard gets. Six remarking in the live race chat that he didn't think he played all that differently between those two games, but it was good enough to win in this instance, and it could be good enough to take 6 into the finals. But our PPL 2020 champion will certainly have a thing to say about that. Both of these players are definitely capable of playing a mean V-hard game, and we are about to see how these two are going to respond in crunch time as Game 3, the deciding game, is about to begin. Both players are now underway.
Yeah, and we're moves on to the finals, where it'll be all S-hard gameplay, and unfortunately, the loser will have to watch the rest of the Gary Open from the sidelines.
TaymanND making a statement with that 12, though. 6 looking to... almost gets Gary down with that attack. That's going to waste a little more time, but still manages a 21. That you can't be disappointed with that. Again, you average 21 seconds a stage, and this, you would have a new world record on your hands. But once again, we're seeing the combos play a heavy role in distracting these opponents. That's like another 12 for Tayman. Tayman has been trying to aggressively short chain these opponents, and it is working so far. 6 does manage a 17 on that Brock, just getting the combo distraction in play. You kind of see an interesting thing Tayman's doing here. FFR, he's actually going to opposite sides of his board to make the 4 combos at the beginning, so he doesn't have to worry about making them through the middle of the chain.
Yeah, that definitely works as well to get the double 4s down. Kind of reminds me of times where I try to speedrun Pound Upon the GameCube in that V-hard mode, where you kind of actually have to do that because the garbage mechanics in that game work a little bit different than in this game. They kind of cleaned up some of the inconsistencies and bugs from Pokemon Puzzle League.
Now I have to obligatorily ask, as Tayman gets off to about a 15-second edge in the early going. You're like, when you say V-hard in Nintendo Puzzle Collection, are we talking the hardest level V-hard that's the equivalent to the S-hard in this game, or do we actually mean the second hardest level, which is actually called S-hard?
Yeah. See, here's the thing, because Pound Upon for the GameCube actually got the correct order of difficulties for the last 2. Yeah, the V in that game does not exactly stand for very. It actually stands for violence. And V-hard in that game is the equivalent of S-hard in this game. So unfortunately for the people that made Pokemon Puzzle League, you got V hard and S hard wrong.
And this is confirmed from at very minimum Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, which was in development at the same in roughly the same period as this in Japan, where yes, in that game for the Game Boy Color, the order is S hard, V hard, and it was definitely created an interesting conundrum when Puzzle Challenge got ported to English-speaking territories the next year, where they kept the S hard convention for the second hardest level, but then like we already said in Pokemon Puzzle League that S hard was the hardest. Like, what do you call the hardest level after that? So that's how the intense level came to be, and considering the amount of chains you need to make in order to proceed in Puzzle Challenge Intense compared to Puzzle League S hard, yeah, I don't mind it. I don't personally mind it. It kind of fits.
Yeah, it's very appropriate for sure. And considering that, you know, you're kind of working with a smaller 9x6 board in that game compared to what these players are working with, which is a 12x6 board.
And Tayman right now taking full advantage of what he's been given and getting through the first half of this run in about 5.5 minutes. A lot better than what he was experiencing in Game 2. And 6, no slouch in that matter also. In fact, he might finish this first half in the same time that he did in Game 2 his own. Flane's doing some awkward downstacking, and that will lock it in. So 6 getting a comparable first half to his Game 2. And Tracy's airwalking over a clearing 6 combo to get to that garbage clear, and definitely making Tayman a little extra salty in that regard.
Yep. Well, this is less than ideal for Tracy here. Tayman's gonna want to play this out because he's got another set of double 4s coming on the way. Tracy is gonna go down
Tracy
for
runs
6.
out of time, and Tayman Tracy forces a reset. So 6 will get the edge back in this race into the second half. 6 has the early lead, but there are still plenty of stages left to turn that tide. Tayman kind of wanting Tracy to do something. Goes up to a 6 chain. And, oh, that random clear may have given Tracy the time to get to that garbage. That will prompt another reset. And 6 going deep with a 7 chain on the follow-up to this attack. Team Rocket is going to get that clear, but it's gonna be an awkward solution from Rocket on this entire attack, although that 6 combo generated very well in place. And that will trigger another reset. And another reset from Tayman.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, getting those double 4s leveled off. As we know, Tayman does not like to see that. Yeah, gonna have to try again.
Alright.
6, gonna extend this out. Looking for something from Team Rocket.
This might be the opening? No, too many greens.
No.
It's a lot of watching the opponent to see what they're going to be able to do. You can, like, kind of listen in a little bit to get an idea of what what kind of chains they're making. TaymanND does finally escape Tracy at 29 seconds, but you kind of have to, like, think ahead on your opponent's board state to see just how many more chains they can make, and you're getting to the point in this run where you really want to time your attacks more precisely. So players are not necessarily going to be extending their chains in order to get more garbage on the opponents. They're trying to, more often than not, time when that garbage is going to fall on these opponents. So lots of looking at the opponent is practically required at the highest levels of this speedrun in order to get an idea of when the opponent is going to be vulnerable. That is not a vulnerable rocket. That will be another reset. Alright, what's 6 gonna do for this here? Gonna go yellow to blue for this double 4 attack. I think I would have picked a green to red option myself, but that's just kind of the beauty of this game. There are so many options for attacking these opponents, and it's not the same experience every time either, so it just allows us to keep coming back to it over and over again. 6 is done with Rocket 27 seconds. Tayman has made his way over to Richie at just under 11 minutes, and this left side might be a problem for Discount Ash, unless he levels off the garbage. Of course.
Yes, it's problem barring that. And it looks like, yeah, Tayman had some good pillars, but sometimes the game is just too smart. We kind of hate when the opponents are just too smart for a almost 25-year-old game.
Right, it's gonna be, next year will be this game's 25th anniversary, and I think we'll be in major tournament time during that 25th anniversary date. Wonder if we should try playing something special for that.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a anniversary for a few games in the series. You know, this game next year will be 25. Puzzle Challenge will be 25 next year, and the original Panel Upon will be 30 next year.
Even after 30 years, these games can provide their own level of entertainment, and part of the reason why we should be trying to preserve them, I think, because these games can prove to be quite entertaining. And oh, Richie gets out of 6's attack, but does not get out of Tayman's attack. So Tayman will be taking the lead here. 6 will be resetting. You know, if game preservation was not a thing, we would definitely not be here playing this game at this moment. So definitely appreciate. I personally appreciate all the efforts of everyone that's trying to make these older games available for everyone to play.
Yeah,
sick.
you know.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, coming out with like PC ports of games, and you know, just finding ways to have people enjoy all the older games again.
6 will take another attempt at Richie. Or Discount Ash, or whatever unsavory name you'd like to call him. But we also call Lorelei waifu, and now Lorelei can be called a loser. Tayman finishes her off. So just like that, Tayman has kind of a patent-pending 2-stage lead with 3 stages to go. And if 6 was not super careful, he could have actually gotten pinned by Richie. These foes don't mess around. Will these pillars hold? Tayman almost triggered the reset on that, and Bruno runs out of time. Oh man. Oh man, that was a bit of a fit in that one. But
yeah,
it does give
we're
Tayman
thankful.
a 3-stage lead with 2 stages to go.
Yeah, we're thankful Tayman like held off the reset there. Okay, interesting way to get that 5 chain.
And the low left is in for 6's Richie, but Tayman's Gary runs out of time at 20 seconds, so Tayman has the chance to claim the first ticket into the finals. In a very comfortable position to do so, but we have definitely seen Mewtwo not be free, so let's see how this plays out. Tayman will be trying to extend this chain as much as he can. Mewtwo is going to do a little slide tech to cut that chain off and deal with that left side garbage block with no trouble, and probably going to deal with this right side garbage block with no trouble.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
That's just the way of V-Hard Mewtwo, I guess. That's how most of these Mewtwo's tend to play out in my experience. Just almost never free.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You know, Mewtwo is not anywhere near as quick. Although Mewtwo is out of options.
And after 10,000 years, Tayman is free. Moving on to the finals with a V-Hard time of 16:32. Well done from our 2 seed, staking his rightful claim into the finals with the 2nd Pokeball and the win. Job well done. And I'm certainly fine with watching 6 play the rest of this out if he wants absolutely crushing Lorelei in the process there. Certainly a nice showing. So I think 6 will go ahead and finish this out, and we can enjoy some more opponents getting slaughtered. Was that a frame perfect swap from 6 to like confirm that L-shaped 6 combo? Did I see that right? I hope I'm seeing that right, because if I'm not seeing things right, then I'm in trouble.
I mean, it worked out in the end. You know, that's a crush Bruno. So hey, you know, sometimes a little swagger, you know, actually does good.
Indeed, it does. So if 6 falls victim to the Mercy Kill will not hold that. Try not to hold that against him for his final time in the record books, but we're kind of moving things a bit ahead of schedule. What was the schedule I originally posted for this event? We're fine. We're fine if this runs a few minutes later than anticipated. This is fine.
Yeah.
Let's see what 6 can do with the end here. Definitely like to try and finish out our runs whenever possible. I do get a little worried about these later levels and people finishing runs. I got kind of worried about the schedule when I thought about how long these V-hard matches were going to take and how long the S-hard match will inevitably take, but this seems like it's going along just fine for now. And we're gonna see some Crushed Gary. Woohoo!
All right. So let's see if we can actually get a free V-hard Mewtwo here. I don't think we've actually seen one yet.
We didn't get too many in the last major either. This would be a bit of a refreshing change. A little double swap from 6 cuts off the chain, but it may not matter if 6 can get this follow-up down. Ooh, wait, hold.
No.
2 more rows would have done it, for sure. Now we wonder just a little bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, this hopefully shouldn't take too long. This is only V-hard Mewtwo. So, first things first, you kind of gotta top him off. So, that's the first thing you gotta do, and... Oh, I thought Mewtwo was gonna run out of time.
Like, this is the conundrum that V-hard presents. It's never quite so simple when you get to the end. 6 does make it to the end. The race time clocks in at 21:37, but again, we'll not count that against him for a mercy kill time. So. We'll count that as a 21:32 for a record keeping purposes, but good effort from 6 regardless. Definitely want to thank him for providing a great match for our entertainment and consumption, but let's go ahead and make this one official. 2-1. It is Tayman with the first spot in our finals. And FFR, one of us is going to have to face him at the end of this. How much are you looking forward to that possibility?
I mean, I beat him for the championship, recently, so... if I can just make it through the void, then, I'll be feeling okay.
We shall definitely see which one of us will be able to escape the void and potentially have an S-hard style rematch. I think we both play. I think I've played Tayman and S Hard play before. It's been a minute, but that'll definitely be a one worth reliving if it comes to that. Or we could have a matchup of the major championship from last month. So one of those possibilities will be happening after this next match between the two of us in the booth. FFR Pro 21, the 1 seed, myself, Cards of the Heart, the 4 seed. We'll bring you that match live on Twitch very, very shortly, so don't go anywhere. You are watching the Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2025 Gary Open.